Hi folks, I wanted to tell you a little bit of what we've got going on in Newry this weekend. Elysium Wellness Centre and myself, Declan Quigley, are running a series of shamanically themed events. Just a little taster into the world of shamanism and how applicable that is to the modern age and our future, and to get the fun and the magic of shamanism. We're running an introduction to shamanism on the Saturday. Shamanism is the world's first spiritual practice. So this is not new age stuff, this is very old age stuff, but still incredibly relevant in the modern day. Relevant to us to experience the energies in the world around us. And the other world, as it was called in ancient Irish history. And they were very fundamentally aware of our ability to use our mind, our consciousness, to travel to places. All the ancient mythology and myths are based on that concept. The journeying to other worlds. It's a very practical way of connecting with spirit. Because primarily it's about healing and about how you can heal yourself and then possibly heal others. In and all that, what we do is we journey. We send our consciousness out and we connect with our guides, the spirits around us, our animal guides, and all our helping spirits. And they will help us to heal and to get a greater insight into the deficits of our life. So it's going to be a very fun day. We're going to keep it very light and enjoyable, and just a little taster into what it means to be a shamanic practitioner and how that would benefit you. Then on the Sunday, the 30th of July, we're running two separate small workshops. Just little tasters into aspects of shamanism that are so fundamentally important for healing in the modern age. In the morning, we'll be doing an introduction to soul retrieval. Now, soul retrieval is based on the concept of soul loss, and you experience soul loss when you find, or when you have a traumatic event or an injury or something that profoundly shapes your soul. So the piece of the soul leaves us to protect itself from the whole trauma and the horrible nature of what's happened. And sometimes that soul piece never comes back and you're left with a void, lesser than you were, that sense that something is missing somehow. So the shamanic practitioner journeys with the help of the spirits to the place where that soul piece is, brings the soul piece back and reintegrates it into the body energy of the person having the healing. Then that starts a process of slowly bringing that essence back that you once had prior to the trauma. And it could be any kind of trauma. It could be an injury, it could be a car accident, it could be the death of a loved one, separation from a loved one. So any kind of trauma, and it's very much how the person perceives that trauma in their lives. And we all perceive traumas differently. And in the afternoon, we'll be looking at past life healing. And that's another fundamental aspect of shamanic healing. In that the concept is that in previous lives, we have experienced trauma, we have experienced loss and hurt and harm. And having experienced that, we sometimes bring that in to the next life or the life after that. Or the essence of the energy of that trauma stays with us, possibly indefinitely. So what we do with past life healing is we journey back to the original trauma and we look at that trauma and we release that. So then if that's released in that previous life, then it's released in this life. And it has such a profound impact on the body, on the person. So if you like the sound of all that, come along on Saturday and Sunday and join us and we'll have a magical day. Well, thanks for listening and I hope to see you at the weekend.